So hello everybody, Reese's Reviews here, and welcome back to another video on my channel. I know literally a few days ago I said I won't have another video up for a while, but I have time today because I'm really not feeling too well. So I've decided to swim in a very cozy jumper because it's very cold where I live. So I've not gone to school, not gone to college today because I'm not really feeling the best at all. But I really wanted to get this video out because last night I saw the movie It, and I really wanted to review it. I really did. So it was directed by Andres Muschietti. It was composed by Benjamin Wallfish, and some cast members you had were Pennywise the Clown was played by Bill Skarsgård. Bill was played by Jaden Leiberher. And Richie, the guy with the glasses, the kid with the glasses, was played by Finn Wolfhard. So, as I do now with my film reviews, I kind of give you an overall grasp of how I felt on it, and then I go into the nitty-gritty stuff. So if you are just here to know my gut feeling, this is the part for you. So overall, it was a very strong horror film, I thought. It definitely had a lot of hype around it, and so I was a little bit anxious going into it because I didn't want it to be too overhyped, because that can sometimes be the worst thing for a film is overhype. But I didn't feel it. I felt like it was it lived up to its expectations, was super strong as a horror film. But yet it also had this really weird coming of age stuff, and usually if you put like a terrifying horror with this coming of age, it really doesn't work that well. But in this film it really did. I felt like, because they were pretty big tone shifts throughout the film, and yet I felt like they always worked. I felt like there was a very strong chemistry between the main cast. They all did really feel like friends, I felt, and that was good to me. And then, like I said, there was a lot of coming of age, heartfelt moments that really kept you interested and made you really like these characters. So before we get into the positives and negatives, I must throw a disclaimer out there. I have never actually seen the original miniseries, so I don't really know much about the miniseries. Which that can be a bit brighter. There we go. So I don't really know much about the miniseries. I know it was very much more of a camp horror rather than this, which was pretty terrifying. So let's get straight into the positives. The first positive is the acting was really good, I thought. These child stars were all really good. But especially Bill Skarsgård as Pennywise. In any situation, I reckon the way he acted Pennywise would have been overacting, but in this, he was really... You really felt like this was a demented clown, and I really like it, Pennywise's look in this film. I think he's charmingly frightening when Tim Curry played him in the miniseries, but I just think he looks a lot scarier here. And then the second positive is I think there's a wonderful coming of heart mixed in with just completely terrifying things. And when I said there's a good balance, what I mean by that is, you ask anyone, they're always like, oh, I hate jump scares, they're annoying, they're useless. But I believe that you can use jump scares to good effect. But, I can completely agree with it. If they just keep piling on jump scares, it gets annoying, it gets predictable, and it gets too much, especially because every time a jump scare happens, there's very loud music, so if there's loads of jump scares happening, you just get deafened, and it's not very good. But this really, I think, was a great balance between jump scares, completely terrifying, just creepy imagery, and then genuinely creepy-looking things, like Pennywise was turning into all of these children's biggest fears. And there was some very scary looking things. The one kid, I forget his name, but he kept looking at this photo. He kept looking at this photo of this weird looking woman with a weird shaped face, and no, creepy picture. I don't do creepy pictures. I don't do dolls. I don't do a lot of things. I kind of just watch these films because I clearly hate myself. But my God. It was, the imagery was not nice. And then I also felt there was a lot of diversity with the with the main cast, the main group, because you had a black one, you had a black kid, you had an overweight kid, you had a kid with glasses, you know, a kid with asthma, a kid with a stutter, a girl. Like, they all felt like different, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't just all healthy, white, thin males. And I think that was actually really, really good. Like I said, the scares were very different. There was some special effects moments. Whether the special effects were very good is to be decided, I think, as you'll see further down. But then, like, in this final act, it never felt like it skyrocketed anywhere. It really could have felt that way, but it, like I said, it never did. It never felt. It always knew where it was going, and I think that was really, really good and successful. And then finally, which was the one that surprised me the most, was it was actually pretty funny, I thought. There was the kid played by Finn Wolfhard, Richie. He kept making these jokes. It was either about someone's mom or his penis, and I don't know, every joke he said made me laugh. Because usually in horror movies, and one of my biggest examples is one of my favourite horror films of all time, probably my favourite horror film of all time, is the film Insidious. I love that series so much. But Insidious has the worst comedic timing. It's just not funny. But in this, it was really funny, I thought. I thought the kid was so funny. And like I said, every joke landed for me. But there are a couple negatives. So the first negative is, like I said, the special effects in some of the scenes looked a little out of place. Like, there was this scene where they were all in this garage and looking at these images on a projector, and there was this image of Pennywise, and it kept clicking back and forth to a freeze frame of Pennywise, and then he went for a second, and then came in as the jump scare. Now, the jump scare was pretty scary, but then he grew all big and started crawling around the garage, and that looked very out of place. It didn't look right. And yeah, that was kind of my only real special, I think, miss on the special effects. But overall, I still think it worked. I still think it worked most of the throughout. That was kind of just the only one that didn't work for me. And then finally, I haven't actually read the novel, so I don't know if this kind of makes a difference. Because this is It Chapter 1, so I would guess there's going to be a Chapter 2. So I don't know if this negative I'm about to say now is about Chapter 2 or not, but there was this bully plot line which kind of lost me, and I just felt it was a little distracting, because we went home and saw, a lot of the home life of these kids, which was nice, but then there was this bully who was, really, really, quite evil. He literally, he bullied the overweight kid, and, kept calling him tits and all this, which, that's one thing, but then he literally started cutting him with a knife, and even his friend was like, whoa, what are you doing? So that was good, but then he went in and, killed his dad, and was trying to kill all the other kids, so that was kind of lost on me. Like I said, I don't know if that's going to be for Chapter 2, but yeah, that did distract me quite a bit. But, yeah, that's how I feel. So, like I said, just really strong film with great balance, quite funny, really good heart, and because of all that, I give this movie an A-. One of my favourite horror films I've actually ever seen. I'm really happy. Usually, today's horror really isn't the best. There are some gems, don't get me wrong, but a lot of them are kind of, well, not kind of, very big misses, but this one was good. So, tell me in the comment section what you thought about it. I know I have a friend who doesn't like it. Some of my friends, especially the ones I saw it with last night, they were disappointed by it, but I also have some friends who think it was really, really good. So, that's my review. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like the video, give it a like, give it a thumbs up, because it lets me know that you like it, and it lets me know that I'm doing something worth watching, and subscribe to stay updated with my future content. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, and goodbye.